All right, let's see what's going on with this IP lawyer versus the Pokimane for false DMC takedown and tortious interference. Yeah, apparently this
Hey
guy's
guys,
being
first
attacked
of
by
all,
Pokimane.
I'm going to show you this page. This is my video or the link to where my video used to be. You can see it's copyright claimed by a man and not the corporation, but a man and herself, which is the real name for Pokimane. This is why I have no doubt that Pokimane watched my video, decided a 1,300 viewed video published January 3rd was worth copyright striking over. Now, let me get this out of your head because I think a lot of content creators and a lot of people online think there's no recourse for me, that I just had to sit here and take it, right?
Oh, well,
I
no,
sit
not
here,
really.
my video
I mean,
gets
I'll just tell
deleted,
Pokimane to
I
fuck
get a
off, really.
strike on my channel,
Wooden
demonetize. I mean,
spilts.
everything's
How's it
demonetized.
going?
Bad things happen to me, the poor little content creator. And if they want to sue me, they have 10 business days now to get together and decide, should we hire a lawyer in Harris County? I can be proactive on this. I may wait for a counterclaim, and we'll talk about strategy a little later. But I absolutely can
It's
sue
just.
Pokimane
I
under
wonder
a
why
few
so
different
many
things, right?
streamers are
In
starting
fact,
to
one of
fucking
these
do
things,
the
tortious
copyright
interference
strike
with
stuff
business.
now.
As you may know, I have been sued for this, and I have a really good lawyer. My lawyer was fantastic, and I was the defendant. The plaintiff was suing me for tortious interference with a business. I was in court for 4 years before this got resolved. I had to have a second lawyer, and I would definitely be able to talk to him about this. And in this case, I would be the plaintiff. In my only lawsuit where I was sued as the defendant, it was exactly this reason. Now, there's another thing I can sue under as a copyright attorney. I would know this, DMCA, Chapter 512F, misrepresentation under the DMCA. So if someone
Yeah.
files a false
False
digital
claim,
media
yeah.
copyright act, DMCA takedown notice, you may sue them under 17 US Code Chapter 512F for knowingly misrepresenting the material is infringing. Now, can I prove knowingly? I don't know. Discovery is going to be a nightmare for Pokimane. I will get entire
Pokimane.
analytics. I will have to understand if she approved it, she watched the video. I would know exactly how she copyright striking. Is there an AI bot that she? So the danger here, I think it would be something crazy if we found out that it was just an AI bot doing this, submitting forms on everything it detected. Then would I
Could.
need to prove that
Well, I
it's?
mean,
I would have
apparently,
to prove she
some of these
knowingly did it.
streamers
The
have
key elements are the
probably
claim was false, the person knew it
certain
was false,
employees,
i.e., in bad
maybe. I
faith,
don't know what kind of
and
employees they
you
have. Some
suffered
of these
damage as
people
a
have
result,
a lot of money to do
e.g.,
that.
for
Yeah.
loss of revenue, account takedown, etc. The case here
Right,
is
some of these
the
people
dancing
have
baby case.
are from a what
This is
talent
Lens
agency
versus
company, so they can get extra
Universal
help if they
Music
need
Corp.
it.
So there is case
So
law
yeah.
to back this counterclaim, um, or claim. I guess I'm thinking of it as a counter because that's typically what it is. The court held that the copyright holders must consider fair use before issuing DMCA takedown notice. Now, let me repeat you again. There is a case called Lens versus Universal Music Corp, the dancing baby case, where it says that a copyright holder must consider fair use before taking a video down via DMCA notice.
Yeah.
We can go over the case. It's fascinating. But the thing I would probably mostly sue under would be tortious interference with a business. This one, I don't really have to prove as much. I've actually had experience for 4 years of my life. I was being sued for this. I thought it was bogus, but I mean, we resolved it, and I'm not going to go speak about the resolution, but yeah, it took 4 years of my life to resolve this thing with two different lawyers, one of them good and one of them average. If a false copyright claim leads to lost business relationships or opportunities, you might have a claim for tortious interference. I need to prove a valid business relationship existed. The false claim interfered with that relationship, and it was intentional and caused damages. So this one's very vague, as I found out myself in court. And what particular court that I find myself in, it was the Harris County Court. And this will be relevant because that will be the court that Pokimane would sue me. So the reason I'm waiting
Oh.
for the counterclaim is very simple. If Pokimane, I don't know where she lives. Maybe let's assume she lives in Los Angeles. I don't know if that's true. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm
I don't
almost
know.
certain she does not live in Houston. So Pokimane lives in Los Angeles, and
I
she
mean, she
sues
might live in
me. The
Canadian
court that
land,
I have to go to
right?
will be Harris County because that's the
Because
court I reside in. I
she's a
live in Harris
Canadian
County,
streamer,
which
it said?
essentially is Houston, the county for Houston.
Yeah,
And
you
I
might have to
actually
go. Yeah, she
have
might
a
be.
very
I don't
great
know. She
lawyer
might
who
live in
works in
Texas. She
Harris
might live
County.
in
He's
Cali. I don't know.
excellent here, and I would just use him.
She just sounds like one
During
of those
during our
stuck-up
4 year
Cali bitches,
period.
right?
So I
Or
only really
right?
had him for a
Yeah.
year and a half. I had another lawyer in Dallas.
Or one of those
Not going to
stuck-up New
speak ill
Yorkers,
of
right?
other lawyers, but yeah, I needed I needed the better lawyer to get shit done. So I already know a very good lawyer here in Harris County that I would use for trial. I'm very confident I can do discovery, interrogatories, depositions, and the typical motions before trial. I'll just hire him as a trial attorney and he'll help me and give me advice. And he's really excellent. We used to meet at this random cafe. I kind of wonder, is it still open? It had unlimited lemonade. That's, I guess, why we chose it. Uh, I would bring my comic books and he would talk to me. And it's kind of a weird thing, but it worked. So if I sue Pokimane, I would have to sue her in Los Angeles. I would have to take a plane to Los Angeles. I would have to stay in
Correct.
Los Angeles. I would have to do my depositions. I would have to do so.
Everything, yeah.
Being the plaintiff is not supposed to be easy. Being the plaintiff and suing on a claim. So if Pokimane sued me for copyright infringement, it would be in Harris County, a court that I already know very well. I know where the courthouse is. I know a great
Yeah,
lawyer for arbitration or great
basically being
retired judge for arbitration
prosecution
and mediation.
or the
I've
defense,
gone
you're
through this for
playing
4 years in this
right, you're playing
exact court
different roles.
system. I'm hoping, I'm not hoping, right? I'm thinking if she sues me, I'm just going to countersue because then I don't have to go to Los Angeles or wherever she's located. God forbid she's located in Puerto Rico like Logan Paul. That would just be a very,
Wait,
very
really?
difficult thing for me to do, to
He's
do
actually in
depositions and so
Puerto
on.
Rico?
Anyway,
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
specifically, I have a great lawyer who, for the last 4 years or last year and a half, has dealt with tortious interference with business because that was the claim against me. Also, you could maybe throw out a claim for defamation. Now, defamation is a lot harder.
Yeah, defamation would be
I
harder, right?
would,
You have to prove
if
the
someone
damages.
accuses you of falsely copyright infringement, it's hard because typically this is a private takedown notice. So the defense will be, okay, why did you make it public? It was a private takedown notice.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, this is kind of harder to do. So, what you can do, counter notice. If a DMCA takedown is involved, you can file a DMC counter notice, which I have done. Document damages, lost revenue, suspended account, legal fees, etc. And then understand that this is a little bit of First Amendment and fair use.
Mm-hmm.
So those are going to be my defenses. And I would say, at the end of the day, Pokimane only cares about subscribers and view counts and so on. So I need to really grow my account as large as I can, because if I don't grow my account large enough, you know, we probably don't even get to the grace of her a conversation with her. I looked into that other person. So about 2019, PewDiePie had made a video about it, but previously she had done this to another small content creator. He's
Gideon?
still making content today. This isn't the first time and will probably not be the last time. Yeah, in 2019, the channel called Blocks.
Oh.
YouTube removed a video about a drama between Pokemon, and all he did was do screenshots too. My screenshots were much more timid
Oh,
or
the
much
Bo
more,
Black
not
situation.
aggressive towards Pokemon than his,
I think the Bo
and I got
Black
taken
situation. I
down.
think he was trying to be like
And
a
the
stalker or
community
some
rallied
shit.
together and stuff. I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting to fully go to court and have a counterclaim. I'm not just going to sit there and just get sued, right? I'm going to sit there and counterclaim. But the reason that so if you had infinite
Uh,
money, if you had, um, if you had infinite money, you can you could go to Los Angeles, you can sue, you can do all this fun stuff. I don't have infinite money. I'm retired. I would come out of retirement just for this case. It would, I would try to minimize and mitigate the level of expense. I'm not going to do a GoFundMe. I don't really believe in GoFundMeing legal cases. Of anything, just subscribing and liking, and maybe we do a live stream. That's enough. Look, there are actual legal consequences when you falsely copyright strike someone. I've given you two of them: the DMCA one, and then the
oh, he's just another.
tortious interference of a business. That one is
I thought he
very
was one
big.
of those.
What I learned is
He's just a
in a
drama
lawsuit, in
content
discovery, in
creator, I guess.
depositions, in interrupt, before you even go to trial, there's 4 years of just managing your lawsuit, filing things on time, filing motions for this, filing responses to a motion. It's a long time. I have time. The one thing I have is I have time, and I believe I have expertise in copyright. The last person you probably want to sue or have suing you is a retired copyright attorney. And the reason I retired at such a young age is because I'm good at what I do, right? Like, otherwise, I wouldn't be retired. If I sucked at what I did, I wouldn't really have the money to retire. So I might have to change my description. My baby is screaming and yelling. As you know, I have a 9-month-year-old that I take care of, 9.5, that I take care of 18 hours plus a day. And just even having this 15-minute segment to make this video is hard enough. I was trying to actually organize some of my books, and that was tough. And that's why I'm retired. We don't do daycare. The mom doesn't want to do daycare. We're now looking at daycare. Now that she's going to be past a year old, daycare has a wait list of until September. But it would be something, right? That if I, instead of spending time with my daughter, like I wanted to, had to put her in daycare so I could go against Pokimane. It would be impossible if I sued. I think I can sue Pokimane, but the logistics of it being in Los Angeles court or somewhere wherever Pokimane is located, instead of here being right in front of my home, the Harris County Court, and me not having knowing a lawyer that I would want to use for tortious interference, because that would be my primary claim. Then my secondary claim would be the DMCA, false DMCA takedown, and my third claim would be some claim of defamation. I probably won't win that claim. I understand that. But you never know. I mean, it's better to throw in the claim than not. I actually have legitimately the perfect attorney who I've worked really well with, who I trust, that would be able to sue Pokimane for tortious interference. And I think we can win. I think we can win. We can teach her a valuable
I want
lesson.
to see those.
If this is
I
an
want to
AI
see
bot,
those.
if this is what it turns out, I mean, I would let you guys know. Like,
Honestly,
it would be
whenever I
wild to
hear
me that this is some type of
streamers
AI
or content
machine that is doing it. I think
creators
at the end of the day, the AI machine might be
being
tempted, but it still has
being
to ask
sued,
Pokemon
I
name
want
for
to
approval,
see
right?
it.
Right? Because
I
Pokimane would be the one
goddamn
being
want to
sued.
see it in
You view it
court.
as like a woman hires an assassin to kill
I
her
want
husband.
it broadcasted. I
Clearly, the
want to
assassin is
see it.
guilty. Yes, and the assassin does kill the husband. But the person who hired the assassin blames. I mean, that's the conspiracy, right? I mean, it's ridiculous to assume that the person who paid for the service of copyright striking someone using AI or falsely striking them is innocent. But in the copyright, it's money. The law is all about money. It's all about money, and and these people, Pokemon, Logan Paul, uh, I guess Carl Jobs used to have money, but they have a lot of money. They have a lot of influence online, and that's what they use to harass
No,
smaller
he
content
threw in
creators. But
Carl
unfortunately for
Jobs.
Pokemon, I do have counter lawsuits to her. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Nothing has happened now. It's Wednesday. I don't expect anything to happen for another. I expect them to hold it until next Monday, which is the 10-day deadline. And if they don't go to court here in Harris County, then I have a decision to make whether or not I have to go to court in Los Angeles, because I do have a claim. And if you've been falsely copyright struck, you have claims. You
Goku,
can
I
win in court.
like food,
The tough part
nice.
is it costs a lot of money to do so. Anyway,
Yo,
most of it being legal
brother,
fees, by the way.
America
But my legal
first,
fees are
brother,
essentially almost zero, right? Until I hire my trial attorney. And if it
What's
gets to trial,
offensive?
and
I'm
yes, I
sorry,
want the
what?
best trial attorney, a person I worked with before,
Walkless,
a
how's
person
it
I
going?
trust with my case.
Vladimir.
So it will be expensive at that point in time, but that could be 4 years from my experience. And on this exact issue, it is 4 years later. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you have any questions, please like the video, share the video with bigger content creators, because we really need to grow our subs. That is the only thing that
Please go to court. I want to see it.
Anyway, guys.
Who was the other person that did this kind of shit? Oh yeah, it was Extra Emily. MAGA hat from Temu? No, it is from Walmart. You need to get it correct. Alright, there we have it. IP lawyer. What is it? Lus? There you have it.